Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your August 2023 Love Tarot reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Make sure you stay to the very end of this message today, Gemini. I will be pulling you a yes or a no card to a specific question that you have in mind at the very end of this reading. So if you are seeking guidance and clarity, this message may be for you. If you're struggling in your relationships or you're just seeking some sort of intuitive validation for what you're experiencing, we're going to tap into the relationship most on your heart and mind. And drop me a comment if this reading is resonating with you today. It does boost this video so that it can find those who need it most. So we're going to start by pulling 2 cards for your side of things and 2 cards for the person that you're thinking about. If you would like to book a private reading with me, check out the description box below. I do offer 1, 2, and 3 question readings, as well as in-depth love readings. So let's tune in here. We're also going to be pulling some of these astrology cards to tap into what are the most dominant signs showing up in your reading today for you. What is the mutual energy here? We have the 9 of Cups. We have the High Priestess, and we have the 8 of Cups and the King of Swords. Okay, so right away I'm getting a connection that has kind of been like the ties have been severed right now in terms of like physical or regular communication. Feels like you're both going through a process of like detaching, but I also am picking up like a strong psychic cord to one another, which is interesting that the world came out as the obstacle, because when the world is in the obstacle, it's suggesting that you're having a hard time putting it behind you, or this person is having a hard time putting it behind them. And that's what I was picking up with this High Priestess as the mutual energy. It's like you're still very connected on this like telepathic psychic level, so you could really be feeling this person's emotions right now. I feel like you're both going through a period of shadow work, of intensity, and through this separation, there's been also quite a lot of opportunities. I do think that there's probably been a path opened up for you in terms of physical material success, or there's new opportunities, new doors opening at the same time as this relationship has kind of been falling apart, Gemini. But I almost feel like, yeah, you're in this energy right now where you are conflicted about this person, about whether or not this is like an emotional potential for you or for the future. I think that ultimately you are sitting pretty here. Look at her stance. She's kind of just chilling. She's not too concerned. She has a smile on her face. But I do think that there is some conflicting voices within your head right now, or even maybe you feel like you need to compete for this person's attention. Now, I feel like the person you are dealing with, their current energy is the Ace of Pentacles. So they are very focused on a new venture here. They are focused, I'm hearing eyes on the prize. I also think that this person could be going through a period of scarcity where they don't really feel like they have much to give with the 4 of Pentacles. This is a person whose energy right now is forward focused, but it's also a bit contracted about like fear of the future in a sense. Now, when they look at you, they view you right now as this Page of Cups. So there's still loving feelings towards you. There's still an element of curiosity that they feel. They could be thinking about a way to apologize to you or how to get back in your good graces. I feel like something kind of turned sour here between you. But nonetheless, they are someone who definitely, especially when you get some space from each other, they tend to go back to this feeling of that you are a very good-hearted, good-natured person, Gemini. I don't feel like there's a ton of animosity or resentment towards you, if that's something that you've been questioning. I do think that the way they have been showing up in this connection has been extremely apprehensive with this 8 of Pentacles. They haven't allowed you to fully get into their heart or fully activate their love. It's almost like they've kind of kept you at an arm's length in a way, and maybe have made excuses in the past for why they couldn't commit or why this couldn't progress or whatever it is. And I do feel like this has really hurt you because something within you really sought after something real and true and deep with this person, and they simply did not really rise to that occasion. I think that the way you view them right now is kind of like they are out there in the world seeking something. It's almost like you feel they are kind of doing this little soul search or soul dance right now. And look at how intent he is on kind of seeing through something. I do feel like you see through this person in a way. You see through their kind of like seeking behavior. Part of this person feels almost like they're in a trance in a way. And I do get a lot of like watching energy from your side. I think because you feel they bring you a lot of like peace and happiness when you have been together, there is that kind of like attachment that you feel towards them. This person could be younger than you, because I'm getting that with this Queen of Cups and the Sun card, the little boy, they kind of look related. So I don't know if you've kind of had a pattern with them where you've been more of like a mothering energy, where they don't necessarily feel ready to like slow down or something. I feel with this Nine of Cups and the mutual energy, you are both in this process of finding out what really, really lights you up in terms of like your day-to-day life, your spiritual development, your life itself, like how you guys both want to be experiencing your lives. And despite the fact that both of you have kind of gone your own way temporarily or maybe for good, we do have this High Priestess, which this High Priestess is really giving me this quality of unconditional understanding from a spiritual perspective. So it's almost like you do on a soul level have this recognition that despite the fact you've needed to make kind of the logical choice to put this behind you, there's still quite a lot of like curiosity and care and I don't want to say like false hope, but there's hope for the future between you, both of you. It seems like what the lesson on this person's side is really has to do with this. They put things off. They kind of like live on the surface they live for the future, but they're always going to be that way unless they wake up and smell the roses. And your energy that you could be learning right now is not settling for someone who's uncertain about you, right? The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. And then we have your hard work is paying off. So I feel like you guys have been doing a ton of self-work around loving yourself, around desiring the things that are good for you versus like desiring the things that are bad for you, aka like desiring this person who kind of feels like very stingy or like they breadcrumbed you. I do get the sense on this person's side with don't let pride get in your way. Pride could be an issue for them where they do find it challenging to open up to you and or just relationships in general. So the dominant signs that we have here today to just further confirm if this message was for you are Aquarius, Sagittarius, Taurus, Leo, and we could also have Libra here as well. So let's get a little bit of a message for you in terms of your yes or no answer, and then we're going to take it to the extended and tune into this Eight of Pentacles person. How do they truly feel about you? Do they have any intention of putting more effort in like soon, or should you truly try to move forward and let this go for good? I do get the sense, like I was saying with the main obstacle, both of you are having a hard time to fully let this go, specifically for this person because they never really gave it like the full shot. So we're going to tune into the near future outcome and the long-term potential between you guys as well. So let's see your yes or no card here for Gemini. Queen of Wands. Wow. So empowerment. This is a big yes for me, my loves. I hope that this message resonates with you today, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.